While up until this point, we have only talked about a couple of women whom Jesus most assuredly spoke to with new tongues. It just wouldn't be right if we went on any further without at least mentioning the names of some of the men and or things to whom Jesus spoke to with new tongues as well, so as to not make it worse than it already was for them. Like with the disciples, for instance, in Luke 5:4-6 from the King James Bible, when they had fished all night and had come up with nothing. Jesus spoke with new tongues and told Simon to launch out into the deep and let down your nets for a drought, which means a catch. And when they had this done, they enclosed or caught a great multitude of fishes, and their net was breaking. Or with the paralyzed man on the stretcher in Mark 2:3-5 from the King James Bible, who was lowered down through the roof on a mat by some men. When Jesus saw their faith, he spoke with new tongues, and he said unto the paralytic, "Son, thy sins be forgiven thee," as per verse 5. And what about with Lazarus, who was his very dear friend? In accordance with the word, Jesus spoke with new tongues when he told him who had been dead for 4 days, in accordance with John 11:43, to come forth. Not to omit when he came upon the man whom he had healed at the pool of Bethesda. And he spoke with new tongues to him in John 5:14. And from the King James Bible said, "Behold, thou art made whole. Sin no more, lest a worse thing come unto thee." As well as when he with new tongues in Mark 4:39 rebuked the winds and said unto the sea, "Peace, be still." And the wind ceased, and there was a great calm. See, just like with the two women as were spoken of earlier, Jesus in all of these instances was also leading with love as he spoke to the men and the winds with new tongues as concerning their unique situations. For it was with the new tongues that he used in speaking to them that not only changed their entire situation, but also probably blew their minds in the process, so to speak. Because the new tongues that he used, that again can be viewed as the tone and or manner in which he spoke unto others, it was totally different from anything that they, like us, had probably ever heard from anyone before.